Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry it's been a while, but last week was super hectic. I'll get into it. But first of all, I wanted to say, you know that CoverGirl Essence or whatever that has those little beads in it for foundation? I ordered it and today was the first day using it. I forgot to put primer on. I never forget primer or like skincare, and my face is super dry from using actives, and I actually really like it. I'm one of those people that I don't like full coverage. I don't like makeup that feels heavy. It's a sensory thing, but it feels like water, and I didn't really do much with like powdering or anything, and this is going on like 10 hours of wear. I mean, like, it's glowy. I am back on the Amazon affiliate program, so I'm gonna link products I use in my description. If you feel, I don't know, so kind to, order through my links, I appreciate it. I don't know, it always feels weird, and I don't like pushing shit on anyone. And then, yes, if you click on my link and purchase through me, I earn a small commission. I don't even know what that looks like because I've maybe sold one or two things. Like, I don't know. I signed up for it yesterday again to see if I could do that for my makeup group, because there's a lot of products that I recommend, and I figured I could link them, because people ask me to link them anyway, because otherwise some things are hard to find on Amazon because it's like, is it this or this? So anyway, just wanted a disclaimer, because I know me personally, when I hear people like, buy through my affiliate link, like, it's kind of a turn off, and I don't want to be like that. But if you so kindly want to, it helps me out, where, I don't know, I can kind of order stuff from Amazon and like not feel guilty about it, because, I don't know, technically I'm making it. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm so tired. Okay, I'm gonna go back a little bit. Last Thursday, I got my chip taken care of, thank God. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was just a tiny chip, and I felt like Lloyd Christmas. And my teeth were immaculate up until my 20s, and there's probably a year where I threw up multiple times a day. I think it was from stress, because I went to multiple doctors, gastros. They couldn't really give me a conclusive answer. And that's when my mom was in the coma and whatever. And I got down to, I'm 5 feet. I got down to 90 pounds, which is not a good look on me. I look like a bobblehead. And I was wearing children's clothes. So, it really did a number on my teeth. And then both pregnancies of mine, I was puking multiple times a day. And, again, wore the enamel off. And what I do is, as soon as I throw up, I would brush my teeth, trying to get the acid off. But that's actually bad, because you're brushing the acid into your teeth. That's what my dentist told me. So you're supposed to like kind of neutralize it with a mouthwash and then brush your teeth. So I've been so ashamed of my teeth for past few years, because they were gorgeous teeth. I never needed braces. They were like perfectly white. I didn't have any cavities till like damn near an adult. And then it's like you get sick, and it takes a number on your teeth. So anyway, I was able to get in fairly quickly and taking care of that, thank God. And then Friday, my doctor's appointment was 2:20. My husband, he usually works till 4:30 or sometimes 6. He knew about this appointment for a while, but to him, since I didn't ask him to take it off, he didn't. So I'm about 15-20 minutes away from the clinic, and that day it was like glare ice. It was snowy glare ice. And a little after 2, I messaged him like, hey, where are you? He's like, I didn't know I was supposed to leave. And I got so fucking pissed. I mean, like, to the point where, like, I would, you know, where you're so frustrated and so pissed that you just cry? Because to me, if he didn't know that he was supposed to take it off, I just felt like, what am I, insignificant? Like, do you not give a fuck about me or my health? And, like, my neck had started, don't mind this, like, I used glycolic acid and some tretinoin last night, so she's peeling. But, it was starting to flare up Thursday, which scared me. And I ordered this Hyphochlorus spray. Tower 28 has a version that's super expensive, but I ordered some off of Amazon, and the reviews were amazing. And if you have a flex spending account or health spending account, you can buy it with this. I will link it, I will link it in the description, because it was starting to itch and whatever, and I got it Friday before the doctor, and I sprayed my neck, and besides prednisone, that is the only thing that's ever taken the itch away, like, immediately. It kind of smells like chlorine, but it works. And then I got prescribed more prednisone, and I didn't want to take it that night, so I was spraying that on there, and it stopped it from further spreading. Like, I've never had that, so I'm hopeful. So if you have, it's technically for eczema, but if you have any kind of skin irritation, whatever, it's an antimicrobial. Even if you skin your knee, like little kids, it cleans it without stinging, and it's just, because my neck was getting pretty irritated, it didn't sting it, it didn't hurt, it just, I'm actually shocked. So I will absolutely link that one, because if anyone else is going through, you know, skin problems like me, like, you know, you're looking for anything, and probably the past, I don't know, like 9 months, I've spent so much money on just basic, like, you know, hydrocortisone cream, just Cerave with, you know, the baby kind, without any dyes, any parabens, any scent, any whatever. And Vanicream, like, I do like Vanicream. She told me Vanicream is actually better for sensitive skin and, like, irritated skin than Cerave. Highly recommend the Cerave ointment. That stuff is amazing. So I don't know, I'll link all this shit in my description if anyone cares. But that spray, amazing. So I've never had anything besides steroids. Not even steroid creams, because she prescribed me that. Didn't work in the past. But I mean, I'll try it again, but I don't have high hopes. So anyway, I was so upset with him, and I mean, I get to the point where I'm not good at articulating how I feel, especially to him. Like, because I don't want it to come out wrong. I'm not good at it. And I shut down when I'm that frustrated, that overwhelmed. I just shut down. And to me, I want to flee. I want to be alone. I want a divorce. I just want to be alone, because I don't know why. I know I'm fucked up. That's why I'm in therapy. And that's why we're going to do couples counseling, because I know it can't hurt. Because I know I'm not perfect by all means. And, you know, but I mean, that night I was just so ready to just be done. And it's, in the grand scheme of things, like, it's not anything horrid. But it's like, why do I jump to that conclusion where I'd rather be alone? Like, I feel like my depression is like a burden on him, and he's never said anything to make me feel like that. But I feel like is he just gonna get sick of me being depressed? And I talked to him about this yesterday. I'm like, I guess I'm afraid that one day you're just gonna be done with me being depressed and like want to leave. And he's like, that'll never happen. It's like, okay. Because in the past, I would always want to hurt people before they got the chance to hurt me. So I was a runner. When shit got tough, I ran because I didn't want to allow myself to, I don't know, rely on anyone but me. Then maybe I wouldn't be disappointed. I missed my assessment further the ketamine thing today because at the time of the appointment, I accidentally deleted the link like last week or whatever. So I messaged her, and by the time she got back to me, it was way too far in. But the first time I saw her, she asked me, like, are you a YouTuber? Or she said, you're a YouTuber or something. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I've been making videos on YouTube about, like, my grief journey and whatever. And she's like, that's actually a really good idea because a lot of people don't know how to grieve. Or you don't know until you're, like, put in that position, like, what do I do? What does it look like? How am I supposed to feel? Is this normal, you know? So, I don't know. She actually gave me props about that. I like her, so I'm thinking of keeping her as my therapist because I really like her. I realized things in my childhood that I didn't think were trauma. And me, I am so good at, I don't know, regressing things. Like, whatever I don't like, it's so easy for me to file in the back of my brain and forget about it. Like, it's just, that's how it is. And then doing all this testing, it's like brought back a whole slew of shit that I haven't thought about in years. And I think that too with, like, you know, what happened Friday where, you know, I did end up making it to the appointment. It's just the roads were slippery. I had to bring the kids with. He was going to meet me at the clinic so he could watch the kids while I went in the clinic. They're doing labs, but she's like, don't be, you know, discouraged if, you know, like my sed rate or whatever is normal because I had just gotten through a round of prednisone, you know, so she's like, we can redo that. She did an x-ray on my back. I know I'm going to need MRIs because what the hell is an x-ray going to show? I know I have inflammation. After I stopped that course of prednisone, the next day immediately I hurt so bad. Like, I went from being a constant 7-8 and like thinking nothing of it because you don't know any different to being like a 2-3, and that is so manageable to me, you know. And it's like, I hate being pissy because I don't feel well or I hurt. But yeah, immediately I felt that. And that, but the thing is too, while I'm prednisone, I don't sleep. So I don't know, I only got maybe 2 hours of sleep last night. So I'm running on empty. I'm just exhausted. Just exhausted. But then my body won't allow me to fall asleep. So it's a love-hate relationship with prednisone. And I'm hoping I can do the ketamine. I'm hoping that it will be beneficial. I'm trying to be hopeful. And then I was thinking too, like, maybe the reason I lash out at him is because I feel safe with him. The only person I'd really truly lash out at was my mom. And it's because I knew she loved me unconditionally. She couldn't, you know what I mean? Like, the people you feel the safest with are the ones you lash out at. And I was telling him, I know it's not fair. And I want to work on that. Like, I want to better myself. I want to feel better. I don't like feeling like this. I don't like being in so much pain and frustrated, and then the stupid depression, anxiety, grief, and then sprinkle seasonal depression in there. It really fucking sucks. And if it weren't for my kids, I'd probably be molding in bed every day. And I am proud of myself for finally doing all this. I'm proud of myself for getting out of bed every day, slapping some makeup on, and trying to do best by my kids. Tomorrow's preschool, and the thought of preschool, like the night before, I always get so anxious. And what I realized is I absolutely believe I'm on the spectrum. This video popped up like traits in women that are on the spectrum that were overlooked or whatever, and it's like, oh my god, that's me. Like childhood traits. I had my mom cut my sister, someone stole her Amazon package within minutes of it arriving. That sucks. When I was a kid, I had my mom cut my tags out of my clothes because I hated how they felt. For 2 years straight, I had her make me peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every single day for lunch. That's all I wanted. She would gag making them. I thrive in school settings. I was in honors programs. Just trying to think of what she said and correlate it to me. Dates, numbers, whatever. What's funny? Saturday night, I was looking at my phone and I saw, I scrolled down and looked at the date, and it February 10th. I told my husband, I'm like, tomorrow's Mike Shinoda's birthday, lead singer of Linkin Park. Well, one of the lead singers, Chester, passed away. And he's like, oh yeah? He's like, how old is Mikey gonna be? And I'm like, 46, 47, but I'm leaning 47. And right in front of him, I started Googling it. Sure shit, he's gonna turn 47. Why do I know that? Why? It's not has anything to do with me. Why do I know that? Or she, license plates. I know everyone's license plate numbers. Close people. I don't know why, but I do. Anything significant that happened, this day, 3 years ago, I could probably tell you. Nothing really did, but it's just, why am I like that? And then a photographic memory. I remember in history class in 10th grade, we had to study each continent, Africa, and know where, where the countries were, the capitals, whatever. And he was doing it on a bell curve, so the person that got the highest instead of out of 100. I would walk in there and look at it 5 minutes before we were supposed to take the test, and I would get 100. And everyone would be pissed at me because I got 100. But that's how I can see it in my head, the map and where it is, and the capitals, and I don't know, even the spelling I'm really good at. I don't know. And then I get overwhelmed so easily. And I've noticed as I've gotten older with age, it's I isolate way more. And it's hard. The thought of tomorrow preschool, having to deal with other moms, I freeze. I start to feel paralyzed because and then I've always had sleep issues. I'll go through everything that went on that day in my head, be like, oh my god, while talking to this person, they must have thought I was an asshole. And just cringe at what I've said. It's do they think I'm an asshole? I didn't mean to be an asshole. Do they think I'm, It's like, yeah, you shouldn't worry about what others think of you, but I do. I don't know. I do. And I worry about everything that could go wrong. Even though if it's like not even really a possibility, I worry about it. I catastrophize things easily, and then I start to spiral, and then, yeah, good luck getting to sleep at all then, you know. So I absolutely believe I'm on the spectrum now. Before I was so ignorant about what being on the spectrum looked like for women. And once my sister was diagnosed, because her and I were talking about this today, and I'm like, I'm sorry that I was so ignorant, you know, because I had no idea. And I was just like, whatever, you know. And then it's like, now I get it. And I'm like, I'm sorry I was ignorant, whatever. But now it makes me feel like I'm finally validated. I'm finally understood. It's like, because for the longest time I just felt like as misunderstood, or I wouldn't vocalize how I truly felt because I wanted to not make any ripples. I didn't want to cause issues. So for the longest time, I would let people hurt me over and over again because I did not want to be the one that spoke up and then I'm the bitch, you know? And with age, I've gotten more like that, where it's like, if I don't like something, if I see like an injustice, like I absolutely speak up. Maybe to a point where it's a little harsh, but it's like some things I'm absolutely passionate about. It's like I will absolutely speak up. I mean, I did that too when I was younger, but for the most part, I tried to not cause any ripples. So I don't know. Anyone else like out there that feels like this? I don't know. Like I don't know. So yeah, I'm hoping to get down to the bottom of my neck. I know it's an autoimmune response. I know. It's just a matter of finding out what, and hopefully some sort of treatment that works. I can't take nerve pain medication. I can't take SSRIs. I can't take a bunch of stuff. And that kind of feels hopeless, you know? Because it's like I'm trying so hard to work on myself and try to be the best possible version of myself I can be. You know, I'm sick of feeling so sad and so hopeless, you know? Anyway, I've been rambling forever, so if you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it. If you decide to, I don't know, purchase anything through my links, I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna try to not go as far as, you know, as long as I had not posting a video. Just last week was crazy. It seemed like every day there was appointments and just exhaustion, you know. So anyway, guys, thank you. I don't know. And then I always worry too, like posting videos. It's like, who's gonna watch this? Then are they gonna think I'm an asshole? Am I oversharing? Am I helping someone by oversharing? Or do I just look like a stupid, naive asshole? Like, I bounce around in my head all the time, and it's like, sometimes in the middle of the night, it's like, oh my god, I need to delete my whole YouTube because that is so cringeworthy. And sometimes it's like, so I don't know. I hope someone can relate to this so I don't feel so vulnerable and cringy and feeling like an asshole. Like, just someone please tell me I'm not an asshole. So on that note, guys, I'm out. Okay, bye.